When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
In Walmart Sue time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply.
Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
If you're honest, do you ever find yourself triggered when you're driving? Maybe someone pulls out in front of you. Maybe they're too close behind you, tailgating. Does it set you off? Does it make you angry? Does it make you anxious? If so, this session might be beneficial for you. It's Adam here. And I was working with a client that those kind of things would trigger an anger response. And part of that came from many years before, a non-road related issue where someone came up behind them in their personal space and attacked them. And because of that, personal space became a very emotive boundary for them. And that had transferred even to their cars. And you can imagine why. Your human personal space normally is about, half-meter radius around you, but your car needs more personal space around it. And if people encroach on that, it can create some quite heated reactions. You probably witnessed at least a couple of road rage incidents in your time. Now, this client didn't want to feel that way. They wanted to feel more empowered, more relaxed, unbothered, unfazed. And that's what you're going to hear in this hypnosis session. It uses various techniques like disassociation, anchoring, direct suggestion, metaphor, and the whole essence of it is that they are protected. It uses the metaphor of a force field that other people can't encroach into their energetic space. It uses an element of gamification, that it's just a game, and if they get triggered into being baited into rage, this term rage baiting has become more popular over the last few years, then they lose. But if they can not take the bait, then they win. And it's all designed to be empowering so that whatever happens, happens, and they don't have to be emotionally affected by it, because it's the emotional bit that can lead to escalation. So if you have been a victim of feeling rage behind the wheel, you might get some value from this. Please be aware, though, that the actual session itself, it wasn't a generic road rage hypnosis. It was created for a specific individual, a client, and therefore some of the suggestions are highly unique and specific to that particular client. It's just that there's enough people in the world that some people might be able to resonate with the same needs and issues of that original client. So it might be useful, but equally, if there are some suggestions that aren't quite right for you, just discard any that aren't perfect, hone into the ones that are useful. And if you like the idea of a bespoke session, calibrated and customized specifically to you, check out the description. There's lots of links in there. And one of those links is to a free consultation call to explore working with me. Outside of that, I would encourage you to see if this session is beneficial. It may be, in which case find a quiet, comfortable place, the kind of place where you won't be distracted or disturbed. Relax and enjoy the session.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, feel yourself easing into that rhythm of relaxation. Breathing in resourceful relaxation on the inward breath, and as you exhale, feeling a wonderful sense of release, as if any tension, stress, or worries are starting to leave your body as you breathe out. Breathing in for longer and exhaling for longer. Each breath takes you deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. Eyelids feeling heavier, jaw feeling looser, neck and shoulders start to relax. That's it. A wonderful feeling of drifting through space, through time, back to a time of your ancestors. Allow your physical body to stay where it is, and just imagine floating back many generations to the rolling hills of Cornwall, a time of villages and tribes, of warriors and gardeners. I want you to imagine floating all the way back to an ancient stone circle. And I want you to see a ritual of healing and a ritual of release. That whoever is in the middle of the stone circle gets to release any anger or trauma of their past. I want you to imagine standing in the middle of that circle, and maybe there's chanting or singing or dancing or rhythms, and imagine all of your ancestors around the stone circle and you're in the middle, and all of their intention is for you to release the trauma and anger, and whether it's justified or not, there is no benefit to keeping it within you. This ritual enables you to retain the wisdom, retain the life lessons, but to lose the triggers, giving you wisdom and resilience, rather than being vulnerable to unconscious triggers. And as the chanting and rhythms continue, feel that trauma, that anger leaving your body. Maybe it's leaving through your outward breath. Maybe it feels that it's just dissolving or dissipating within. Maybe you notice a lightness, a different frequency. but just allow it to continue with every breath. That's it. I want you to get a sense. This is the journey of the warrior. Because you can have a strong, powerful individual. But if they are easily provoked, they can be manipulated by their enemies. The true warrior understands these games. They can see the attempt to provoke or trigger and decide if a response is worthwhile. And if a response is worthwhile, then that's not being triggered. That's being decisive. That's being strategic. That's being powerful. I want you to get a feeling of a change taking place. Losing the trauma and losing the anger. But trauma gives you wisdom, and losing the anger gives you discernment. I want you to feel that you are going to be discerning with how and when you utilize your emotions. If someone can make you feel a certain way, that's not discernment, that's weakness. But if you decide when you feel a certain way, that's power, strength, and discernment. Allow the chanting, the rhythms to continue. And notice your mind taking you to a garden within your imagination. And I want you to imagine there is 2 people in the garden. A warrior and a gardener. I want you to get a sense that both can be peaceful and relaxed in the garden. But if there's a war, the warrior has the advantage because the gardener is weak. A wise person once said, "It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war." And I want you to feel that your life is your garden and that you are a warrior. But a warrior is not easily triggered or provoked. A warrior is capable and discerning as to when they use their strength. That's it. Connect with that feeling. Body's relaxing, the ritual continuing. That's it, deeper and deeper relaxed now. And now imagine a thought within a thought. Imagine yourself driving, calm, steady, comfortable. And behind you, someone begins to drive just a little too close. And I want you to get a feeling that in the past, that may have created tension. But I want you to see it with a different lens now. A new truth emerges. This is low importance. This is not worthy of your emotional energy. Not not worth even a single spike of adrenaline, because this is not a threat. This isn't danger. And this may not be about you at all. I want you to imagine there is a guardian angel, perhaps in the passenger seat or floating above the car. And I want you to get a feeling that they are placing an energy around you and your vehicle. Not bright, not dramatic, just a subtle, powerful, protective field. A guardian presence, a guardian angel force field. And it surrounds your car like a soft, glowing force field or barrier. Like a bubble. And this field keeps you safe, keeps you centered, helps make you immune to emotional triggers. It filters out other people's anger or provocation and prevents their behavior from affecting your mind or body. If you place some rotten fruit in a fruit bowl, it starts to rot all of the other fruit. Consider these people trying to get too close, almost having rotten energy, and your barrier keeps you safe. But if you respond, it means they're infecting you. But only if you have a reaction. So I want you to feel that you are inside this field whenever you drive, and even around you personally whenever you're in queues, and you are protected and supported. I want you to feel protected and defended. That anyone else's presence don't become yours. Their impatience never enters yours, and their stress or anger stays with them. Because if you don't accept it, then it does remain with them. As you imagine yourself in a car, I want you to think of it as a fun game. And let's call this game rage baiting. And some drivers are careless or impatient or simply unaware. And they send out emotional hooks, invitations to react, to bite, to take the bait. But here's the rule of this little game. If you react, then you lose. And if you stay calm, then you win. And the moment you refuse to take the bait, or perceive that you're being baited, something powerful happens. All of that rage or carelessness stays with them, and none of it becomes yours. It bounces off and falls away, like a letter sent to the wrong address. It gets returned to the sender. But your emotional world stays clean, undisturbed, untouched. I want you to feel like the powerful warrior that is trying to be provoked but doesn't take the bait. So imagine that glowing force field around your car, Imagine that warrior mentality all the way from your ancestors. And imagine someone doing everything they can to bait you, tailgating, honking their horn, cutting you up or getting too close or chasing. And each time feel yourself getting more composed, perhaps even smiling. You're not going to take the bait. You're not going to let them win. And if you can feel empowered in the same situations that used to trigger you, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And the more you practice, the more your inner warrior becomes stronger. And from now on, whenever you notice someone following too closely or someone entering your personal space, I wonder if your mind will automatically shift into one of these states. Calm indifference, the belief that this isn't important at all. Game mode. If I don't react, then I win. Or perhaps protected awareness. I am safe, I am protected. They can't affect me. And whatever happens, you are more empowered. You stay centered. You stay safe. And you feel mentally and psychologically stronger. You are training your warrior. Any situation seems to shrink in significance. From a trigger to just a non-event. From a threat to just background noise. You are safe and secure when driving. Tailgaters no longer trigger you. These events are low importance and not worth a reaction. You win when you don't take the bait. And all of their stress or impatience or rage belongs to them, never to you. You are surrounded by a protective force field of calm, and you get to drive with clarity, confidence, and emotional neutrality. And these ideas will become automatic, effortless, hardwired. And then imagine floating back in the garden, and then floating back from the garden into the stone circle. And just get a feeling that now any remnants of trauma or anger have left you. And your ancestors celebrate your transformation. You have evolved. You have grown. You have elevated to the next natural level in your journey. Celebrate with them. Feel the power. Feel the strength. And get a deep sense that you're looking forward now to these historical triggers so that you can activate and demonstrate this new level of thinking, feeling, and being. It's time now to float back to your present body. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Connect and calibrate into the here and the now as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.